Um, hey guys, I've got a new mic and I'm going on to these tips and tricks tutorials now. I'm going to be teaching you how to actually make debug look nicer. So this is my finished map that I put in part 7. You can see debug looks really out of place. There's no grass cluster, but that's fine, you don't need a cluster in debug, but it really just looks out of place having that all deserty while the rest of it's green and grass. But there's quite an easy way to fix this. So if you navigate to your source files and go into your config, if you just control F and go outside, there is this, if you were using my config, you'll have this code and it's just hashed out, so we'll remove the hashes. And then this is really all the code you need. I'll go back into the Gazo real quick. If I'll tell you what all of this means as well. Well, the first one, satellite. What this is this is going to be the long distance kind of texture or color. What you want to use is what you use for L3DT. If you were following my tutorial, you probably used L3DT. If you weren't, you're going to have to just use Photoshop and find whatever matches your satellite image, just crop a bit from your satellite image even. But if you were using L3DT, there's quite an easy way to just grab this texture file. So we'll go into your computer and then go into users, whatever your user is, find L3DT, resources, standard or pro. I'm using pro, climates, common, grass, and then here's your grass. You're going to need to convert that into a PAA, and then you can use that as your sat image. This is a custom one I took from an Arma 2 map. That's why in L3DT mine looks a lot darker. I also have custom rocks as well. But what you're going to want to do is take that grass and open it in text view. So text view also comes with Arma tools, but we're just going to drag that into text view. Save that as a PAA. And there you go. I'm going to rename it to something simple like grass underscore debug, just so I know what that is. So grass underscore debug PAA. I'm going to cut that, go into my source files, data, and paste it in there. So grass underscore debug. We'll go back into our config, change it to grass underscore debug. Oh. There we go. Enable terrain synth. This just randomizes the terrain and makes it not just a flat, plain, empty abyss. It just makes it look a bit more realistic, but you can turn it off, just put it to 0 if you don't want it. This will be the normal picture for your texture. So if I go into here, we need to find grass NOPX, which would be the normal texture for it. So that is down here. Let's not remove the NOPX because we need that. So AL underscore grass with 1S underscore NOPX, that's the normal. And then for the actual texture file, my grass is AL underscore grass underscore CO.PAA. And then that should be it really. This would be the close range texture. Once that's done, all we really need to do is build that add-on. So I'll go into Steam real quick. Tools, play game, and then I'm just gonna build the add-on with add-on builder. Alright, so I ended up actually having to, oh, nice comment there. Yeah, so I ended up having to binarize it because it was taking a million years to build. Reason being, it was trying to copy everything over. It was trying to copy the source folder, all of the JPEG files from the source. Like, yeah, there's a lot of stuff here that doesn't need to be here, but I just haven't got the time to figure out what I need to remove. So for the sake of the video, I just binarized it, and here it is now. We've got everything we need inside here. Data and the .bin, WRP, everything we need. So I'm gonna load the mod. Just gonna unload all of these and find Jaff_Island. Alright, so now that we're in, I'm just gonna load this map up. I need an editor. Let's quickly go into debug. I'll also oh yeah, there we go. We can already tell it's working. Terrain synth, it's working nicely. I'm actually gonna place a unit down quick, just any odd unit. And here we go. I'm gonna also up my render distance so we can actually see the effect. There we are. And there's our actual debug now. I mean, it doesn't look the best on the sat map, but it's a lot better than having it all grayed out. Now if I actually go here, it doesn't look like a desert anymore, and it just, I don't know, it's better than having it completely, like, it's better than having it completely yellow, and it just doesn't, it blends in a little bit more. So as we can see, we have our texture over here. I'm sure if you do some editing with the code, you can actually go class outside terrain and add the clusters here. You can probably even in terrain builder go around and put trees around if you really want. But yeah, what it does is it just makes debug look slightly better, like not as bad as it did before. So if we go down to the edge of the map now. So if we go down to the edge of the map, it's actually got some kind of landscape rather than a complete flat plane. It's just generating hills and mountains everywhere. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the tutorial. It's the best you can get debug with this simple fix. You can probably get debug to look a lot nicer, but you just need to do a lot more stuff in the config, and that will probably be in a future tutorial. But I hope you enjoyed this. This is probably the best we could actually ever get debug to look, because, I don't know, debug is kind of ugly anyway, but it does look a lot better than this. It actually blends in now, and I actually think it works quite nicely, to be honest. But yeah, I'll be doing some more tips like this, showing you how to improve your map, make it look better. If you guys request anything, if there are lots of comments asking for one particular thing, I can do it. Just let me know. I'll make a video if you really want it.